Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for wishing me good morning in such a loud voice. Anyway, well, I won't ask how are you because I know you are very fine. Okay. So, students, we have completed 2 chapters of your third book of accountancy. Okay. The theory part we have almost completed, and we have learned the first chapter where the item we have to show in statement of P&L and in balance sheet. All right. So, let me remind you, students, the name of your book. The name of your book is Analysis of the Financial Statements. We know what are the financial statements. Okay, that statement of P&L and balance sheet, notes to account, all these things. Analysis करना उसका. And we have discussed this also in the previous chapter that we have certain tools and techniques to analyze. Right? Tools and techniques means कुछ तरीके हैं, कुछ methods हैं. Right, students? So what are those tools and techniques? Means कौन सा method use करके, कौन सी technique use करके हम financial statements को analyze करेंगे. Okay? So that we are starting. In fact, this is the real analysis we are going to start from this chapter onwards. Palak. Alright, students. So as you can see, the name of the chapter, Tools of Financial Statement Analysis. That's your comparative and common size statement. Right? These two instruments are there, 2 tools are there, 2 methods you can say of the analysis. Well, that is comparative and common size statement. In one statement we just compare the things. Theoretically we have done, so now we will take the practical. So here let me do this formality. They are asking tools of analysis of the financial statement. Once again they are asking in theory part. So our first tool is comparative statement. Another one is common size statement. Okay, here we will be doing the practical. Then third one is ratio analysis, which we have discussed in the previous class. With the help of ratios we analyze the matter. And then last one is your cash flow statements. Here we check the flow of the cash through the different or various business activities. Okay. Well, here we are starting comparative statement first. So let me read it, its theory, that also we have to do, and then we can start the chapter smoothly. So comparative statement or common size financial statements means a comparative study of components or elements of items of the balance sheet and statement of P&L. As a first step, the value of each component or element or 2 items of more financial years placed, they are taking stepwise things. So I tell you, means we take the figures. The first step is to take the current year's data, and then we take the previous year data also, and then we compare in a fixed format. Okay, that format we will be doing in practical. Now what are the objectives, students? In fact, why do we do the comparison? I think everyone knows about it. कि comparison क्यों करते हैं? Certain points are there to do the comparison. Well, if I talk about your marks, why do you compare the marks? So you will understand better this topic. You know, why do you compare the marks?
For improvement.
For improvement, of course. That your rival, your competitor is there. पलक के मुझसे ज़्यादा आ गए इस बार. तनु is saying, मुझसे ज़्यादा पलक के. Oh my God. मेरे हमेशा ज़्यादा आते थे, इस बार पलक के कैसे आ गए? So she will try to improve, right? And you can find out your drawbacks even. Of course, fine. Competition, you compare the things, so that creates a competition, but it helps you. Besides this, it helps you to improve your own performance. Okay. So certain reasons are there. So which reasons they are telling, or you can say the objectives or purpose of comparative financial statements. Kya purpose hai? First one is telling that data presentation becomes simple and comparable. Well, here they are not talking about the class marks. Okay. What they are talking about the data and financial records. So it's telling that data presentation becomes very simple and easy. Well, in a simplified manner, you present it as we will learn the format, so you will come to know. Okay, तो उसको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आप comparative way में आप present करते हैं, तो that becomes very simple as everyone can understand the thing. Second, it's telling that indicates trend. This indicates the trend. Trend क्या होता है? कहते हैं ना दिस इज ट्रेंडी, दिस इज गोइंग ऑन, लाइक ये चल रहा है, ऐसा फैशन में है. बट हियर द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रेंड इज विल यू हैव अ इंक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड या डिक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड और द कांस्टेंट वन और द चेंजेस आर टेकिंग प्लेस, फ्लक्चुएशंस आर देयर. So which kind of trend is there? Means 5 years back you have 500, then 600, then 700, then 800. So this is what increasing trend. This is what, let it be, right? And if you have your sales in crores, we are talking 500, then 450, then 400, 350. So this is declining trend. Okay. So this comparative study tells about the trend of a business. Then it's telling that indicates strength and weaknesses. This common size, this is comparative. Okay, objectives kya hai? When you prepare the comparative statement, so you come to know about the weaknesses and strength, right? When the things are with you only, so you find yes, my sale is quite good, but when you compare, then you find the reality. As the expenses are there, we compare each and every item, so you can find out here it is my expenses is increasing like anything, ye to bahut zyada increase ho raha hai. And even we find out the percentage also, that tells you. Okay, so you can find out where the problem is there and where the strength is there, means what is the plus point and what is the minus point of your business. ठीक है, आपका प्लस और माइनस क्या है, कहाँ फायदा हो रहा है, कहाँ नुकसान हो रहा है, ये सब चीजें आपको किससे पता लगती हैं, किससे पता लगेंगी, कंपैरेटिव स्टेटमेंट से. फाइन. नेक्स्ट इट इज टेलिंग दैट comparison with other firms and industry performance. That's very very easy, it's simple to understand. When you prepare the comparative statements, so students, we can compare our data. I mean, I can compare my present data with the previous one, right? And you can compare your business with any other business also. So that is quite helpful. You can find out कि मेरे इतने expenses हो रहे हैं, उसके कम कैसे हो रहे हैं या उसके ज़्यादा है. मेरी इतनी sales हैं and we are having same sort of item, same market, same place we are sharing, and his sale is very high. So what is the reason? So that way also, that's quite helpful to find out the reasons of the thing. And the last point of objectives, it's telling that forecasting and planning. Well, I've told you the meaning of forecasting in the previous class, right? किसी आगे की चीज के बारे में प्रिडिक्ट करना, कुछ फाइंड आउट करना. सो हियर द प्रिडिक्शंस एंड द फोरकास्टिंग विल बी बेस्ड ऑन समथिंग. इट्स नॉट दैट यू फोरकास्ट द थिंग्स इन द एयर. ओके, सो फोरकास्टिंग एंड प्लानिंग इज लाइक दीज थिंग्स आर वेरी हेल्पफुल इफ यू डू द कंपैरिजन. कंपैरिजन करते हैं तो ये सारी चीजें आपके लिए बहुत ईजी हो जाती हैं. ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट्स, so these were the objectives. Well, from the objectives, I mean, after the objective we will discuss the importance of comparative financial statements. So as you know, we have the different users, so its importance can be importance is there to all the users in the different way. So here we are talking about the first shareholders, right? What are the importance of these comparative statements to the shareholder? So we know that profit belongs to the shareholder. We keep a little amount as a retained earning, reserves वगैरह बनाते हैं, फिर बाकी का प्रॉफिट कहाँ जाता है, शेयर होल्डर्स को आप बांटते हैं एज ए डिविडेंड. ठीक है, तो शेयर होल्डर्स के लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल है. दे जस्ट कम टू नो अबाउट द थिंग कि इस साल मेरा कितना प्रॉफिट है, लास्ट ईयर कितना था, कितना रिटेन अर्निंग में रखा है, कितना परसेंटेज है, कितना डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर हो रहा है, एंड दूसरी कंपनीज जो सेम काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज हैं वो कितना डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर कर रही हैं, उनका कितना प्रॉफिट है. सो they can do the comparative study, and that's really very helpful for those. Okay, so I'm just reading it for you. Shareholders are the owner of the company time and again they may have to take decisions whether they should continue holding the shares of the company or sell them. The comparative financial statement is important as it provides meaningful information to the shareholders for taking decision. Well, that's okay. They want to know what other firms are earning, what I am earning, I mean my business is earning, and that helps them to decide the thing. If the earning is not good, of course everything depends upon the profit. Well, if earning is not good, so they are free to sell out the share. So this is quite helpful to the shareholders while for deciding the thing. Either should I continue in this firm, in this business, in this company, or not firm, it is a company. When we talk about the share, so this becomes your company. Okay, or I should sell out the share. Okay, next is the decisions and plans, as we have discussed already in the objectives. So many decisions they have to take. Who has to take? Of course, shareholders, managers, employee, your creditors, the different parties are there. So when we do the comparison, so this becomes very easy for the different users to decide something, right, to plan something. So the management of the company is responsible for decision making and formulating plans and policies. They therefore always need to evaluate its past performance and effectiveness of their past actions to realize the company's goal. Okay. Next one is lenders. Who are the lenders? Who lend the money to the company. Okay. So the lenders provide loan to the company and they take the interest on that. So they are very much interested in the financial statements. Not only the financial statements, they are interested in the analysis of the financial statement. How they have done the appropriation of the profit. Might be knowing the appropriation. We have done it in partnership, if you remember. Appropriation of profit means कैसे आपने बांटा है. And then they know, they analyze the expenses part of this, कि expenses किस तरह से किए हैं, कितने कितने किए हैं, last year कितने थे expenses, direct expenses कितने हैं, indirect कितने हैं, okay, do they have sufficient amount to pay the interest to the lenders, right? All these things, I mean the whole information we can have from the comparative statements, right? So this is very useful for the lenders also. And next we have investment decision. Well, as the present equity shareholders, I mean the shareholders, they have decided either I should be continue in this business or I should sell out the share of this company. So in the same way, it helps the potential investors who are staying outside of the company at this moment, so they can think, they can plan accordingly, they can study, they can analyze your financial statements and they can reach at any conclusion that either I should परचेज द शेयर ऑफ दिस कंपनी और नो. ठीक है, तो वो उनके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल होता है. सब चीज़ें देख के एनालाइज करके वो डिसीजन लेंगे कि मुझे इस कंपनी के शेयर खरीदने हैं या नहीं खरीदने. कैसे डिसीजन लेते हैं? क्योंकि अलग अलग पॉइंट पे वो कंपैरिजन करते हैं. ठीक है, जहाँ उनको ज़रूरत होती है वो कंपैरिजन करते हैं एंड देन दे डिसाइड. ओके, so these were the advantages. Now we'll talk about the limitations. Limitations means drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? Well, here the drawbacks are the same one, students, in all the cases. Okay, the drawbacks of the financial statement, जो financial statement के original drawbacks हैं, that come for the analysis also. Because if we have the wrong presentation in the financial statements, the wrong analysis will be done. Historical records, the first one is telling. We know that the time 10 years back I have purchased certain assets and that has been entered on that amount. 10 साल पहले जो खरीदा था वो आपने प्राइस एंटर किया, आज भी वही प्राइस चल रहा है. तो क्या ये सही है? इज दैट राइट? इट्स नॉट राइट. जब ये सही नहीं है तो एनालिसिस कहाँ से सही होगा? ठीक है, तो ये एनालिसिस के लिमिटेशंस हैं. सेकेंड वन, इट्स टेलिंग दैट अफेक्टेड बाय पर्सनल जजमेंट. Well, when some people are involved in doing the work, so biasness takes place. Personal judgment, biasness is another thing and personal judgment is another thing. Like, suppose I check your copy and I start giving marks of your board examination. So this happens. So maybe I have calculated 75 out of 80, but the same copy we provide to somebody else, so they may give you 70 marks out of 80 and they may give 78 out of 80. So these are the personal judgment. Do you understand this? कि किसी भी एक काम को करने के लिए जितने लोगों को दिया जाता है, आई टेल यू वन रियलिटी स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन वी गो फॉर द बोर्ड copy correction work, right, then they give us one mock test we have to give. What is mock test? One copy of a student that will be photocopied. As many examiners are there, suppose 10 examiners are present, so they take its 10 photocopy, give to all the examiners and everyone checks accordingly, and then different marks they find. Hardly the marks are similar of two examiner, उसमें वेरिएशन आता है. तो पर्सनल जजमेंट ऑलवेज वर्क्स. किसी भी चीज़ को, कोई जजेस आते हैं किसी कंपटीशन को जज करने के लिए, तो दो लोगों की जजमेंट अलग अलग होगी. ठीक है, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड नाउ. नेक्स्ट वन वी हैव क्वालिटेटिव एलिमेंट्स आर इग्नोर्ड. सेम पॉइंट, क्वांटिटेटिव एंड क्वालिटेटिव. क्वांटिटी दे ऑलवेज कंसीडर, दैट इज टेकन, but qualitative aspect is ignored, means they don't bother about the good or bad qualities. I don't say it is always good quality. Good quality can be there, your manager is very good, your employee is good, working environment is very nice, right? सभी चीज़ें बहुत अच्छी हैं तो वो आपके बिजनेस पे पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट डालेगा, बट ये कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं. Vice versa, it can be negative also. The management is very poor, employees are not taking care of the thing, they are not working carefully, very careless. Okay, so these all negative points are also not entered in your financial statements, and in fact these things affects a lot. बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्ट होता है इन चीज़ों का जो कि इग्नोर की जाती हैं. ठीक है, तो ये इनके लिमिटेशन हो गए. नेक्स्ट वी हैव प्राइस लेवल चेंजेस आर इग्नोर्ड. आर यू ऑब्जर्विंग स्टूडेंट? दीज आर एब्सोल्युटली सेम पॉइंट्स व्हिच वी हैव डन. ओके, प्राइस लेवल इग्नोर्ड. आपने देखा लास्ट ईयर 15 लाख सेल थी, इस साल 20 लाख हो गई है सेल. व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, अभी आप देखेंगे प्रैक्टिकली कि हमने कंपैरिजन किया तो हमारे इंक्रीज वाले कॉलम में आप लिखेंगे 5 लाख इंक्रीज हो गई है सेल. बट इफ़ यू गो इन डिटेल, इफ़ यू गो इन डेप्थ, यू विल फाइंड ये 5 लाख सेल इंक्रीज नहीं हुई है. लास्ट ईयर पर आई मीन द कॉस्ट पर द सेल प्राइस पर आइटम वॉज 15 रुपीज़ एंड दिस ईयर we have increased the price that has reached to 20 rupees. So the number of item you have sold that are absolutely same, although the probability is less, but I am giving you one example. Okay, so absolutely same number of item you have sold, but price level has changed, that's 5 lakh increased. तो वो सेल नहीं बढ़ी है आपकी. ठीक है, so these things are not considered drawback. Next and last point is variation in accounting policies. When you have the different accounting policies you are following, okay, so that difference comes. If you follow one policy, the different thing comes, and if you follow another one, the different result comes. Okay, so these were the limitations. Now we will talk about now these are the same one tools for comparison of financial statements. They have taken comparative balance sheet. Here we will be comparing both the things, students. Comparative statements, if we take the comparative statement first, so comparative statement we prepare for the balance sheet separately and then profit and loss separately, right? Two topics are there. And in the same way, common size statement, the time when we will prepare the common size statement, then also they will be preparing the statement separately for the balance sheet and for the statement of P&L. Okay, so first we are proceeding with comparative statements. This we are taking first, and after completing this we will go on the common size statement. Okay, so this comparative first, and in this also we will take what first? Balance sheet. Are you getting my point, students? Hasim, be careful. The chapter is comparative and common size statement. Two statements are there. Two topics are there. First is your comparative statements, then second comes your common size statement. This is first one, this is second one. Okay, and in this also comparative statements में भी आप क्या करेंगे? दो statements बनेंगे, right? Two kind of things are there. The first we will discuss about your balance sheet and then statement of profit and loss account. Okay, so first we will proceed with this balance sheet. All right, so it's talking about the balance sheets advantages. What are the advantages of doing that? So firstly, let me read its definition. Comparative balance sheet analysis is the study of the trend of the same items, group of items and computed items in two or more balance sheets of the same business enterprises on different dates. So it's talking about comparison of the same business on the same date, same items, everything is just same. They are doing the comparison of those ones. Now what are the advantages? It's talking that first one is more realistic approach. It's more realistic approach means it's very simple. Realistic means the real data are there. This is my present year's data, this is my previous year's data, so it is very realistic. आप एक सही approach follow कर रहे हैं. So a balance sheet shows the balances of accounts after closing the books of a certain date, whereas a comparative balance sheet shows not only the balances of accounts as at different dates but also the extent of their increase or decreases between these dates. It's not only showing the figure item, the amount, it is showing the percentage also कि कितना amount आपका increase या decrease हुआ है. Second is telling that emphasize on changes. Here you will find they emphasize on the changes, means कितना change हुआ है वो चीज़ बहुत clear दिखाई जाएगी, ठीक है. So easily you can come to know about this, the changes have taken place. जिस item में जो भी changes हुए हैं, positive हुए हैं या negative हुए हैं, तो very easily we can see. Next one is reflects trends. These are more or less the same things which we have discussed previously. Combined जो हमने किया था वही चीज़ें हैं. Depicts the trend, means this shows the trend. Trend again the same thing, कि either this is increasing trend or decreasing trend. The things are declining or increasing. Then we have link between balance sheet and statement of P&L. It shows the effects of business operations on its assets, liabilities and capital. So it's a link between balance sheet and statement of P&L. Link between these things means the data are interrelated, the things are interconnected. As we have a profit and loss from the statement of P&L and that goes to the balance sheet, right? So somehow the same things are there, these are interrelated. जो भी स्टेटमेंट्स है हमने पढ़ा था 11th में, इफ़ यू रिमेंबर ट्रायल बैलेंस है, तो ट्रायल बैलेंस से ही सारे फिगर्स आपके, कुछ फिगर्स आपकी ट्रेडिंग P&L में जाती हैं, कुछ बैलेंस शीट में जाती हैं. सो नेक्स्ट वन वी हैव फैसिलिटेट्स प्लानिंग. That's very very clear and it's obvious that when you have prepared the comparative statements, you analysis you have done, you reached at any conclusion, आपको कुछ facts पता लगे हैं कि क्या हो रहा है, ये मेरे expenses कम हो रहे हैं और ये वाले बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं. For example, if I take the expenses of my mobile, right? I have provided mobile to my employees and this happens, company provides mobile to the employees. Well, last year, if I compare, so the bill was 2 lakh of all the employees, but this year that has increased to 6 lakh. How is it possible? From 2 lakh to 6 lakh, this has increased and the 4 lakh difference is there. जो comparison करके पता लगा, तो पता लगा 4 लाख इस साल में बढ़ गए हैं. How this has done? So this focuses my attention. Okay, I will be attentive on this point. What is going on regarding the mobile and the things, this shows that my employees are not attentive on the work. They are spending more time on mobile, talking to their friends and all, and somewhere I just found the trend of my profit is declining. So this could be one of the reason, okay, कि bill बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं. Second thing, they might be using this for their own purpose, personal chattings and all that they are doing. So they can decide certain things at certain point of time. ठीक है, तो मैनेजमेंट कोई ना कोई डिसीजन ले सकती है इस चीज़ के लिए. So this is very helpful and we can say facilitates planning. This was simple one example, thousands of the things can be there, right? So this is quite helpful for the future. Now finally we are on the practical, and here they have given the steps of preparation of the comparative balance sheet. So the practicals we will start tomorrow. Okay, so in this class we have completed the theory part and rest of the things we will be doing later on. But please just have a look. Do you have a book?
Yes.
If you have a book, you can see on page number, it is 3.5 in the old book, but you can find out where the preparation of comparative balance sheet is given. I'll take another 1 minute only. Just look at that format. On the next page you have a format. Yes, everyone, look here. Those who are staying at home, you should find out this format. Okay, so what is given here? Students, you should go through this format, so this will be very easy for you to understand the questions tomorrow. Excuse me, no sound. So just have a look. We have 6 columns in that. The first one is of the particulars, second one is of the note, then we have previous year and current year. Here you should be careful, students. What we have done earlier, when we have prepared the format of your balance sheet and statement of P&L, पहले कौन सा साल लेते थे? पहले कौन सा ले रहे थे? भूल कैसे गए? First we were taking the current year. I've just told you कि current year ज़्यादा important है, then we take the previous one. But here we have taken what? First we take the previous year and then we take the current year. So that's very very important. Don't get confused. Okay? And then we have the comparison work we are starting. Absolute changes. Absolute changes means suppose last year you have a 5 lakh sales, this year you have 6 lakh. तो change कितना हुआ? Absolute change 1 lakh. तो we will be showing 1 lakh in that column. पॉजिटिव है तो ठीक है, नेगेटिव है तो हम ब्रैकेट डाल देते हैं. मान लीजिए लास्ट ईयर 5 लाख सेल थी, इस साल 4 लाख हो गई, तो ये क्या हो रही है? कम हो रही है, नेगेटिव में आ रहा है, राइट, डिक्रीजिंग. ठीक है, तो उसको आप ब्रैकेट में डाल देते हैं. एंड देन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द परसेंटेज. So how to find out the percentage, what to write, what not to write, what to do, all these things we will be doing tomorrow. All right. So here I request all of you just to go through it and try to understand. All right, students. So your tomorrow's homework, prepare the notes of the topic. Don't take it lightly. Although we have repeated all of these points, but learn it. If you learn it once, so at 3 places, this will be helpful.